Hello, and welcome to Cat Luna Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are going to be looking at some just very intuitive messages for the next 30 days for your zodiac sign, sun, moon, or rising. I've been doing this for all the signs, so I do recommend you guys check out all the placements in your chart, those big placements, sun, moon, and rising, so you can get a full intuitive reading, because I don't really know what's going to come through here, if it's going to be about love, money, or relationships, work, career. So yeah, we're just going to leave this very open for whatever wants to come through. And yeah, this message is for Sagittarius today, sun, moon, and rising. What's up to my fellow Sagittariuses, Sagittarii? I myself am a Sagittarius sun with just very hella Sagittarius placements in my chart. Very strong placements going on in my chart personally. So let's get into it. What's up to my fellow Saggies? Let me know in the comment section if you guys are a Sagittarius as well. Okay. So I think, I am getting the feeling to draw oracle cards, but I think we're going to start off with the tarot and see what's going on. Okay, Sag, what should we expect here? What should all these Sagittarius, what should the collective energy of Sagittarius expect, Spirit, next 30 days? Wow, 9 of Swords. Okay. Not so great of an opening. Ace of Wands. So first of all, Sagittarius, okay, and I'm drawn to like the World at the bottom of the deck. I feel like lots of worries are going to be coming up for Sagittarius in general, and it feels like, kind of feels like life goals. The Tower, the World, 5 of Pentacles. It feels like life goals that you haven't completed yet. So it's going to be different for everyone. I think like those who, like, it's a life goal to be married by a certain age. You're getting really close to that age. A lot of stress is coming up if you're single. If it's your life goal to have a certain career or make a certain amount of money, and you just feel, there's just this feeling of like you're not even close here with the 5 of Pentacles. A feeling like everything is getting so heavy or uncertain or unsure. So some stress coming up, you know, starting with the nine of Swords, I'm not going to lie. So let's see what's coming up for Sagittarius in the next 30 days. But I don't hate that, because it feels like kind of like a fire is getting lit under your ass with the Ace of Wands. Kind of like, yeah, exactly. Like you are getting forced into movement, into success, into your life goal, your life purpose. We've got the Hierophant followed by the High Priestess. These two are counterparts. Very spiritual. We've got 8 of Pentacles right here. So Sagittarius, this is the feeling of it's time to get moving. It's time to get working on your purpose. For a lot of people, I see career coming up, and then wow, 4 of Wands right under that. So for some of you, it's actually resonating that career and like marriage or partnership. For some of you, it's going to be multiple things. Maybe you have more than one life goal here. And it's just really, first we're starting off with the 9 of Swords. So it's just like really present, the things you haven't accomplished. It feels very stressful. It feels like some tough decisions need to be made. Like, you know, some of you, you're going to be looking at your bank account this next 30 days. And it's like, I know, it's like, no. It's scary. And for some of you, maybe it's a life goal to have a certain amount of money in the bank, or to save up to buy a house. Or for some of you, it just feels like you're not even close to achieving your goals yet. But then go into the Ace of Wands, this feeling of movement, this feeling of, okay, like it's time to get started. It's time to start with some of these things we've been wanting to do. It's time to work towards your career in a very serious way, or it's time to think about marriage, or it's really just time to think about your future. For some of you, it's like the Hierophant. I see like starting a savings account, saving for retirement. We're ending here with the Eight of Pentacles. It seems very serious, and there's like a serious focus on finances, on financial growth, on things that are going to keep you stable in the future. So I'm definitely seeing finances, and I'm definitely, for other people, this does have to do with marriage and finding a partnership. Kind of that same process. We're starting off with stress, with this first realization of what we don't have. This realization that, oh my gosh, what we came here to do or came to this life to do isn't complete, or we're not even done. This is kind of like the feeling we're starting off with, the feeling of like we overslept. Like we have a test today that we didn't prepare for, we overslept, or we've procrastinated too much. We're starting off with this feeling of, oh no, followed by this feeling of, okay, let's do it. Like let's get started. Let's get moving. Let's work. Like let's go towards the goal. And there's this like lightning flash of movement here. So the Tower can have to do with that stress or anxiety that you feel, or the Tower can be this force that you feel to get moving, to get to work. And there's something very spiritual and purposeful about the Hierophant and the High Priestess being next to each other like this. And I'm also seeing 7, which 7s are about working, they're about improving, they're about working towards a goal, working towards your purpose. Seeing 7s and 8s. So that seems to be the focus here. And I think because this reading is so general, the desire or the goal or what you're going after is going to be different, or you can have more than one desire or goal here, but this energy or this feeling is the same. Hold your vision. Wow. Okay, we've got your dreams need a practical plan. Don't let pride get in your way. Surrender it to the divine. Full moon. A new start is coming. New moon. So we've got hold your vision, fixed moon. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Wow, look at how the colors just match up here with the full moon in Taurus and the Hierophant. And remember, I was getting that feeling, when I pulled the Hierophant, because this can take on different meanings. So remember, I pulled the Hierophant and I said, this is the feeling of you're starting like a savings account or something, practical. So that's good. That I'm just trying to describe the energy to you and saying that this could be so many different things. Whatever it is your plan is, maybe your plan is to marry somebody and you're single, right? Maybe you want to get married by age 32 and you're age 31. And this first feeling is like, oh my God, no. But it's coming out with hold your vision. We're starting with this plan of action. So then what is your plan? Maybe the practicality could be going out and dating somebody, going out, getting set up on a date with, maybe a friend who knows a friend. Maybe you go on a dating website. Practicality is going to be different for everybody, but there's this feeling of like, okay, now let's put things into action in a very practical way. For those that are like, yeah, whatever this oh no is, it seems like we're finding a solution to the problem, Sagittarius. So don't worry. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. This is interesting because Sagittarius also, kind of like Leo, is a fire sign. I do see fire energy here. Um, and I don't know, with Sag, there's like this feeling of like overshooting sometimes. Kind of the feeling of over promising and under deliver. So, for those of you that are investing money, there's kind of this feeling of caution, like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your investment into one thing. There's this feeling of like calmed, like, yes, feel this fire energy to move and go forward, but also tame it down with that practicality, or take a step back. I feel it's like a feeling of getting too excited, a Sagittarius. And then we've got this like surrender to the divine with the high priestess here. It feels like spirit is really trying to guide you and help you and like coax you, like even trying to calm you down and say like, okay, especially in this Nine of Swords moment we've got going on, the Tower moment we've got going on. I'm being drawn to the fact that like these are purple, and I do get the feeling of like, well, yeah, Sagittarius is like is related to the color purple, but there's also just such a spiritual feeling with purple. Like the divine is really trying to help you here. I feel like this surrender also has to do with this anxiety that's coming through. It's like surrender to what is. You can't change the present. You can only look ahead, look towards the future, which Sagittarius really likes to do. They like to look towards the future. I'm going to get an oracle card here from this Earthcraft oracle deck. And it looks like what we're moving towards, Sag, in the next 30 days is stability, is working on something. So it kind of feels like in the beginning of the month or the beginning of the 30 days, we feel a little scatterbrained, or like we slept in, we feel a little unaccomplished, or like kind of like we're not even close. And then we start to move, we start to get advice from spirit, we start to make really practical decisions and a practical plan. And for some of you, maybe it's like you haven't had a job and you get a job, or maybe you haven't felt happy or secure, or like haven't felt like this job is what you're meant to be doing. And there's a feeling almost like, have you guys ever watched Friends? You guys can't answer me right now, it's a rhetorical question, but the show Friends, Chandler Bing changes his job and becomes like an intern at an ad agency. So there was this feeling of, oh no, I'm not following my purpose, followed by this feeling of, okay, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to start applying to places, and then finding this match, finding this fit. And it may even be at the beginning stages, or like, like kind of like how Chandler is an intern, but he moves up fast in what he does. It's because it's a good fit. It's because he's in alignment. So that's just like a good example for just like that. Maybe if you haven't seen Friends, it won't be a good example, but if you have, I think that could be an example of how I'm feeling this energy playing out. And it's like, hold your vision. Things are going to come into alignment here. There's a feeling of letting go of worry, and a lot of that has to do with the surrender to the divine. And don't let pride get in your way. Even if there's like, that feeling of you haven't accomplished things, that feeling of anxiety is coming from the ego. It's coming from your pride. It's coming from, comparison to others, or things of that nature. So I feel like that has a lot to do with releasing some of this anxiety or fear and worry. And remember, fear and worry kind of gets in the way of our connection to spirit. These cards are very in alignment, in tune, highly spiritually guided. Look at the cards that just came out here. 17, oh my gosh, 13, inner healer, and 7, death. Which is so interesting because death is actually number 13. This is really giving me Scorpio vibes. And if I'm going to be a little honest, Sagittarius, look, we've got prophetic prophetic dreams here at the bottom of the deck. This energy we're moving through, how do I want to say this, is not very Sag friendly, or it's not very comfortable. Like this, there's a lot of water energy. These cards are very, very blue. They're very spiritual, connected to spirit, connected to the dream world even. It seems like we're letting go of what no longer is serving us, shedding things, so we can make room for forward movement, make room for growth, right? There is fire energy here, but a lot of this is more passive energy too. I do feel called to read these. We're going to start with 13, Inner Healer. This says, you have received an invitation to follow the path of the inner healer and to choose to do the inner work required to turn your pain into medicine. Like a tree that sheds its dying leaves in winter, you must let some parts of you die and fall away so that you can not only live but thrive. This card signals that you have a choice to make. Will you take this chance and become a powerful healer? Or will you allow past traumas, limiting beliefs, false ideas of self-image, and toxic relationships to push your beautiful light further into darkness? Do not be afraid to confront your pain. You are held by Mother Earth. Each dying leaf released is another rite of passage, leading you closer to your true self and making space for fresh growth in the spring. With time, the light of your inner healing will shine, illuminating your gifts of wisdom and growth and awakening the inner healers of those around you. And then I'm going to read 7, Death. And it's interesting that even this card mentions, it really sounds like death. I think that they were very intentional with giving it the number 13 here. And I'm seeing those butterflies too, which talk about transformation. This is all about inner growth, inner transformation, realizing what wasn't working for us before and moving towards what is. So yeah, it does seem like you're going to be going through some feminine as well as masculine energy here, Sag. It's not all feminine, but I can see how maybe Sagittarius won't be as comfortable in the deep darkness. It feels very scorpionic. So let me know too if you guys have any Scorpio in your chart. Sag, you may even feel called to watch the Scorpio reading just because it seems like you're going through some kind of Plutonian, Scorpio type of passage, type cycle. Okay, so for the Death card, let's read this. It says, you are transcending, Sacred One. Death is inevitable, and when you have pulled the Death card, it is a sign that you have come to an ending, and so a new beginning. Now is the time to move on to bigger and better things. Where you are now is too small for your energy. You've outgrown your situation and must let go with compassion, gratitude, and optimism, even if it feels painful at first. You may already feel this pull to something greater. Yes. This is a sign that many new paths and opportunities are available to you. The most horrifying part about death, however, is that you don't know what comes next on that path. It could be the most incredible journey, but it could also be rocky and present unexpected challenges. But you are always practicing the cycle of death and rebirth. Each new year brings the death of one before, each decision a loss and an opportunity. Leaving your parents' house, changing jobs, and moving through relationships are all examples of this cycle appearing in your life in the same way Mother Earth moves through her seasons. All that is required is a willingness to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown before you, trusting in your intuition to lead the way. So if we go back to the example with Chandler Bing, he first had to quit his old job, a job that was very secure and stable and comfortable and gave him a secure income, and he had to, he just got the feeling, the need, the impulse to quit. And yeah, like he was unemployed for a little while after that. He had to go off into this like scary, unknown place. So, going back to that as an example, that's like the feeling I'm picking up on here. That could have a lot to do with some of the anxiety we're experiencing in the Knight of Swords in the first card. But, there is there is such a purpose to this. Like this Hierophant, the High Priestess, like this is purposeful. You are going towards stability, Sagittarius. That's where we're ending up, even if there's some worry or fears or doubt present in this beginning time period. This is big. This is really big energy. And I'm not surprised. A lot of the cards have been coming up with a lot of big energy. And we are in eclipse season. So we do have a sun, lunar and solar eclipse really closely like next to each other. We also have the moon present in this card, Prophetic Dreams. I'm going to read this, and it says, dreams are your intuition in overdrive, gateways to hidden secrets, needs, and feelings. Each element of a dream represents something significant in your waking life and an opportunity to understand yourself on a deeper level. Your higher self is free of the confines of the conscious mind in dreams and can better provide you with wisdom and support, and even alert you to potential dangers you may have overlooked. Many people find it easier to confront challenges and to learn lessons while engaging in the dream space. The Prophetic Dreams card comes to a reading when there is profound guidance waiting for the reader in the realm of the subconscious mind. Pay special attention to your dream activity at this time and keep a journal by your bed to write down details of your dreams. Be sure to record the plants and animals you encounter so that you can think on their messages in your waking life. You may not understand your dream's meaning at first, especially if your experience is more of a nightmare. Your dreams may be alerting you to a situation that is yet to unfold. Keep an open mind and be on the lookout for signs, especially while out in nature. The answer may become clear when you least expect it. And I think it's pretty significant. I mean, I just think card placement too. I'm such an intuitive reader. Like what the cards are doing, where they're placed, holds meaning to me. And this is placed right in between the High Priestess and Surrender to the Divine. There's so much purple happening too. Purple and blue are colors coming up a lot, as well as fire. I keep reminding you guys, as well as earth too. But yeah, this is intense, Sagittarius. This, to me, I also get the feeling of meditation with the High Priestess. I'm even getting the feeling of like daydreaming. Like Spirit may be communicating with you through clairvoyance, through a lot of clear psychic activity. It may just be a time in general for you to keep a journal around. Even, in your waking days, you might be getting strong messages here of like what to do next, like things that are going to propel you towards your purpose, because this is very, very deeply connected to spirit, very connected to your purpose. Spirit wants to give you messages to remain in alignment. They're giving you clues. Yeah, pay attention to your dreams. Also pay attention to your waking hours. Pay attention to... Yeah, if you guys feel called to like write down any dreams you've been having in the comment section, or say you've been dreaming of like an animal, or I don't know, if you guys feel like anything might be significant and you want to like, maybe I can help you guys interpret that, or we can help each other interpret each other's dreams here. So yeah, if you guys feel called to, you can definitely feel free to leave me some comments, and I will do my best to look at those and see what answers you guys come up with. But yeah, I also I guess I'm feeling called to grab like all the purple cards today, because purple is such a strong like color coming up for you, Sag, and I know that feels pretty natural because purple is associated with Sagittarius. I also see Sagittarius as a very like naturally intuitive sign. Like Sag does love to like, they like things to feel very natural and authentic, and that includes like following their intuition. Like, it just feels right. That's like from a place of where Sag usually acts from. Let's see, I don't know if I want to take all these cards. I guess we do. We've got build strength, number 6, and with this like third eye showing, I'm like specifically getting the feeling of psychic strength. Yeah, so you may feel called to start a psychic journal, start journaling. We've got music, 37. Music is also a great way to connect to spirit, the subconscious. You may even want to pay attention to the songs spirit is sending you, those songs that just pop into your mind. Like, there may be a message there, a specific message there for you. We could even get some song lyrics now. We've got deep breathing and sing. So yeah, let's get some song lyrics now, because music and sing seem to be coming up for you guys. At the bottom of the deck, we've got health checkup. So just a general message to, you know, like mind, body, and soul. Be in alignment, remain healthy, mentally healthy. And for some of you, that can literally just be, you know, you may feel called to go to the dentist, go to the doctor. Yeah, if that applies to you, that may be a message there. But what songs want to come through here for Sagittarius? We've got Don't Speak by No Doubt. Don't speak. I know just what you're saying. So please stop explaining. Don't tell me because it hurts. No, don't speak. I know what you're thinking. Dang. And I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me because it hurts. So, right, we've got Death, Inner Healer, 9 of Swords. Definitely could be an ending of some sorts going on, an ending with a relationship, a job, a friendship, something of that nature. Look at this, ex-girlfriend just popped out. This is from the same album. So like, you could even want to listen to this album, Return of Saturn. Whoa, some of you may be going through a Saturn return, and that could be why there's this heavy energy happening here. Saturn returns usually happen in your late 20s. So yeah, it's gonna kill me to see you with the next girl, because I'm the most gorgeously jealous kind of ex-girl, but I should have thought of that before we kissed. I kind of always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. 2 No Doubt songs coming through from the same album, and yeah, it's getting me more that vibe of a Saturn return, which in general is just a very tough time period. Let me know, guys, if that applies to you, if any of you are currently experiencing a Saturn return. I'm surprised Look to the Stars didn't come out, if that's what's happening here. You Spin Me Round, Dead or Alive, and Then Losing You by Solange. So we've got All I Know Is That To Me You Look Like You're Lots of Fun. Open Up Your Loving Arms. Watch Out, Here I Come. And because it's interesting, you know, we've got the 9 of Swords followed by the Ace of Wands, right? We've got this feeling of an ending, a loss, a big change in our life that needs to happen, some heavy energy coming up, followed by, like, you know, Spirit's kind of like, open yourself up to possibilities. Like, good things are coming, exciting things are coming. All I Know Is That To Me You Look Like You're Lots of Fun. Open Up Your Loving Arms. Watch Out, Here I Come. Like, it's kind of getting me the feeling like, you know, don't worry, like, exciting things are following. You know, like, going back to that example of, like, ending a job, like, or Chandler being Bing, or just in general someone ending their job. There's something very scary, or like, you know, you may need to mourn that job, but then there's something exciting, because what comes after that, you know, there's possibility, there's looking ahead with Sagittarius. So that energy is coming up as well. Okay, now the cards are getting messy. So we've got Losing You by Solange also coming up. There's nothing more. I know you're taking it away from me. I gave you everything, and now there's nothing left of me. I'm not the one that you should be making your enemy. Tell me the truth, boy. Am I losing you for good? And there's another card here, you know, that has to do with ending something, ending a relationship, just like those No Doubt songs. And it's the feeling with this song. It's kind of like I have nothing left to give. Like there's nowhere left to go. There's no improving here. Kind of not like you've given up, but kind of like, you know, like, okay, it's time. It's time to step away. Like, this relationship has run its course. This job has run its course. That's the feeling I'm picking up here, Sag. Let's see what other songs want to come through. Okay, this one did a little flip. Next Lifetime by Erykah Badu. I don't know, it didn't fall out, so let's see. But you may feel called to just look up that song. There seems to be just like a lot of, I guess these are all love songs. I'm like, there seems to be a lot of love songs. I think every single song is a love song. So yeah, let's see if any other cards want to come out. So I think these are especially going to apply to those that feel in separation with someone. Feels like we only go backwards, Tame Impala. Feels like I only go backwards, baby. Every part of me says go ahead. So kind of that feeling of like we were picking up on in the beginning, the feeling of feeling stuck in life, and then getting that kind of internal feeling, that fire from within to move forward, to move towards your purpose. Even if it's scary, you know, there's this feeling of this is what you're meant to be doing. And then we've got Fire and Rain by James Taylor. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. Some of you guys are mourning the loss of something or someone, maybe multiple. Some things or someone. I'm even drawn to this song here. So good at being in trouble. But I don't want to read the whole thing, but it's like, it's been a long, lonely time is coming up. It's a long, sad, lonely time. So it's a little bit sad here, Sag. And kind of like I said earlier, I don't think you guys are used to being in this energy, because it's about deep healing. It's about, it's a little scorpionic. It's not Sag friendly or not comfortable, but that fire energy is present. Okay, I'm going to just grab 2 more oracle cards to finish off this reading, because I did want to grab an Archangel Oracle card too. And let's see what this Starseed card has to say. Whale and Orca Elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So there's something about music here which can also be very healing. So I would say, Sag, for this next 30 days, follow your instincts, open up your ears or your mind to messages from spirit, clairaudience. Healing is needed here. Healing with music, you know, is coming through for sure. And this feeling of like diving deep, it's like it is time to get in touch with your emotions. It is time to it's time to address some deep emotions here, even if it's uncomfortable. It does feel like peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Sorry to interrupt my sentence, but it does feel like water and fire here, Sag. It feels like there's this intense emotional time followed by an exciting time, like an outburst of energy, a feeling to go forward. So even if you have to take like a pause or a break to get in touch with your emotions, that's followed by this forward movement. So those are a lot of the themes I'm seeing here, Sag. Let's see. Do you want to grab one more card? I know I keep saying that. But let's see. What is the message, the final message here? Seeing surrender as I shuffle. Freedom. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Freedom. At the bottom of the deck, we have doubt. And what is this sticking out? Acceptance. I release the need to know all the answers. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Health, friendship coming up, and freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So yeah, health coming up again. Just yeah, if you feel called to get a health checkup or it's been a long time, that message is like coming through as a good idea. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. This is a strong message, Sag. Like, you really are coming into alignment. So yeah, releasing things that don't serve you, moving through heavy energy, moving through, you know, yeah, releasing what doesn't serve you and making space for new things to come in, new things that are in alignment with your purpose, and maybe not as yeah, maybe there's a little anxiety there because maybe it's not like really sure what's going to come up next. But yeah, there's space here. There's forward movement. There's lots of things happening for you. Love coming in. So yeah, I hope this reading was helpful today. Do we want to end with a charm? Let's see. Anything significant for Sag wants to come through? Again, that like message of like dreams. This does give me the feeling of the dream world, that connection with the high priestess, the moon. Definitely like a reminder there to connect with spirit, connect with your dreams. Wow, there's this little joker that's giving me the feeling of like lighten up. I don't know if you could see, it's like a little, it's a joker or a jester. It's kind of that feeling of like lighten up, maybe bring some humor into your life. It feels like you're opening up your heart, Sagittarius, and it feels like you're even letting go of a weight. There's this anchor and a steering wheel, and this death that we're going through has a lot to do with kind of cutting this anchor or letting go of a weight, and then we have this like wheel, this forward movement, and then we have an elephant with this trunk raised. Oh my god, it's so tiny. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but we've got a little elephant. Elephants mean a lot of things, right? They mean wisdom. I'm getting friendship. I don't know why I'm getting friendship. I don't know if that's what elephant means. I don't know if elephants actually signify friendship, but I think it is a good sign, like a sign of good luck when their trunks are raised. And yeah, maybe you can let me know in the comments what some more meanings of elephants. But yeah, these are the messages I'm picking up on for you here, Sagittarius. Please let me know in the comment section if you like to see readings like this. I don't normally do readings like this. So if you want to see any more, your feedback is really important. So yeah, thanks again for being here. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Make sure to have notifications turned on so you know whenever I post a video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you could do that in the description box in my Etsy shop. That will be down below. Thank you so much for being here, Sag, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.